Hi. That's rubbish. Hello. This is Gemma, the roaming bodybuilder, and this is my first vlog from Vietnam. And yeah, we've been here 2 weeks now. If you follow me on social media, you would have seen everything already, so it's a bit hard to know what to talk about. But anyway, here's the vlog as promised. So we're here until January, and I decided I was going to do a bit of a vlog about continuing my bodybuilding out here, and also a bit of a travel thing as well, I guess. I don't know. I was just going to talk shit on YouTube. Maybe people are interested, maybe people are not. I don't know. So, yeah, we've been here 2 weeks. Got a nice apartment. We started uni 2 weeks ago. Or not 2, yeah, maybe, yeah, 2 weeks ago. Maybe we've been here longer than 2 weeks then. I think we might have been here 2.5 weeks. I don't know. All the days merge into one. It's so hot over here. I just sleep all the time, to be honest with you. And I kind of get very confused. And then I'm constantly talking to people back home, so I'm always confused about what time it is and things like that. People messaging me at 3 o'clock in the morning here because they don't realise what time it is. But it's cool. It's cool. And so, yeah, 2 weeks in, and we've been at uni for 2 weeks, which has been interesting. Joined the gym. Of course, I joined the gym within 2 days of being here, and the gym's pretty awesome, so we'll talk about that today. And one of the things I'm going to do in each of these vlogs is a little tip about living in Vietnam or travelling in Vietnam, Southeast Asia, whatever. So on this video, I want to talk about how you get around Hanoi without being able to speak Vietnamese and the wonders of technology. So yeah, as I said, within 2 days of getting here, I joined the gym. The gym's called Sweaty, and I can't even. People keep asking me where it is. I actually don't know. I just pinpoint it on Uber and let them take me there. I figured out I can walk there as well. Actually, it takes like 15 minutes to walk there, which is pretty cool. But it's an awesome gym. They sort of seem to focus on powerlifting, but there's some bodybuilders there. There's some gym bros there. I feel quite at home.
We've been walking for miles, forever, sweating to death, but we found the gym. Some lovely man just helped us find it. It's up high in a building, no signs, nothing, but this is the gym. Oh.
Yeah, but it's quite a cool gym. They've got like, I think they've got five or six squat racks, which is unheard of in most gyms. They've got loads of decent equipment, some stuff I've never seen before. So I'm going to hopefully get some coaching in the next couple of weeks with one of the guys there that's going to sort of help me stay on track here. So that'll be cool. And yeah, basically the training here, well, my long-term goal, for anyone that doesn't know, next year I do plan on competing again in the wellness category for UK BFF in Britain, and my goal is to get into a position where I'll be able to place. I'm on like a year-long off-season bulking, although it doesn't look like it. The gains are shrinking, but hey, we'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, basically the goal is to place next year to get to the British Championships, British finals. This year the goal was to get on stage and to get over those first show nerves and everything else, so I achieved that, and now we're working on improvements. So coming to Vietnam for 4 or 5 months kind of puts a spanner in the works, but I guess it's what you make of it. A gym's a gym wherever you are. So I found a good gym here, and have been working on my program, trying to get back into my training. I took a week off, sort of a few days before I left the UK and my first few days here. But by day 3 of here, I was back in the gym. The biggest struggle here is the weather. Like, it's so hot. The humidity makes it really difficult to train. Like, I can't even do like 70% of what I was doing back home at the moment, which is frustrating. But it is what it is. Got to work through it. This is one of the reasons why I've been talking to some of the guys that work there, and hopefully they're going to help me kind of try and get back into it properly. The other challenge here is the food. I'd say that my diet is cleaner now than it was back home, because food isn't processed here. Like, it's the food's awesome here. It's really good. You just don't really know what you're eating. That's the only thing. So you can't really, like, I haven't really been able to track macros. The heat was so much, like, it hit me so hard to begin with. For the first week, I definitely wasn't eating enough. I think I lost some weight. I haven't been able to weigh myself yet. Haven't got scales, but so I'm doing things a bit blindly at the moment. But I'm going with what I know about my body and going with what I know I'm capable of right now in terms of my training, in terms of my food. I've slowly been pushing up my calories to get them back up again. Just been eating lots of rice, really. Rice, chicken, tuna. I brought 10 kilos of porridge with me. Yeah, I brought 10 kilos of porridge with me because I read on the internet that you can't get porridge here. I found where you can get porridge. There's like 2 varieties in Big C, which is like the Asda over here. So I can get porridge, that's good. And I also brought a load of protein powder with me as well, which of course I can get that over here as well, but I've got enough to... Funny things about the gym here, which I don't know why they do it. It's just a bit weird, but so when you're training in the gym, it doesn't matter what people are doing, they don't wear any shoes. So even on the treadmill, I've seen people on the treadmill with no trainers on. They come to the gym in trainers, but they take them off and they leave them next to the machines and they don't wear trainers, and I don't know why that is. So there's me and there's a couple of other like foreigners, as we're called here, so a couple of other white people basically in the gym who we're always wearing our trainers, but nobody else seems to wear trainers, which I really don't understand why. And the other funny thing that's been happening a lot since I've been here when I train in the gym is I keep catching people videoing me when I'm working out, especially when I'm like lifting heavy or doing something like that. And yeah, fair enough, there isn't really many girls in the gym. There's one other girl there that seems to, I think she's like a competitive powerlifter or something. She's pretty strong. She's tiny, but she can go for it. And but there isn't really any like female bodybuilders here or whatever. So yeah, when I'm going for it, I'll look over and I can see them like they stand like this with their phones, like trying to pretend like they're not videoing, but they're blatantly videoing you. I don't know where these videos are going. Hopefully it's just Instagram. I don't know. Yeah. Travel element to this vlog and maybe get some views. The vlog is called How to Travel Around Hanoi, and so I'm just going to talk about how we've been managing that here. So we are living in Vietnam. We don't speak Vietnamese, and actually a lot of people don't speak English here. You'll go into shops, nobody will really speak English. Like, yeah, the assumption that people will speak English here is a very poor assumption to make, unless you're in the old quarter. That's where all the tourists are. And basically in Hanoi, the roads are crazy. The cheapest way to travel around is to hire a moped, motorbike, and use that. There's literally thousands and thousands of bikes on the roads, and you get like that typical thing where you see like whole families traveling on one moped. I've seen beer deliveries on a moped, so they're driving down the road on a moped with like 5 beer kegs on the back of it. They will, if they can get away with using their moped, they will. For the lure of liquid confidence and life. When you're crossing the road here, you have to go against everything you've ever been taught, because you just have to walk into the traffic. They won't stop. They don't slow down. You just have to go and just hope that they'll go around you. We're trying to cross the road. Nobody understands pelican crossings or zebra crossings. We've made it that far. With that in mind, it's actually very difficult to walk around Hanoi. Your walking Google Maps might say it's take you 20 minutes to walk somewhere. You need to add like another 10-15 minutes onto that because of the time it takes to try and cross roads. Because actually a lot of the pavements or sidewalks are blocked, so you have to walk on the road, which is dangerous as well. And they're blocked because people own like a shop or they own a house and they turn one of the rooms into a shop, and then they will rent out the space in front of their shop for people to park their mopeds, and the pavements are not very wide anyway, so the pavements are completely blocked with mopeds, so you've got no choice but to walk around them on the road. So that's quite dangerous. So I do walk around quite a bit, but the other thing that we use a lot is Uber. So they have Uber over here, and they also have Grab over here, which Grab is basically another version of Uber. And you can get Uber on the bike, so you can go on the back of the bike. So that is the cheapest way. And then you can also get a car. So just like we would back home. With that, it is the cheapest way to do it, and I would say if you can't speak Vietnamese, it's the easiest way to do it as well. Like when you're standing in the street waiting for the Uber to come, you will get other taxis pulling up trying to see if you want a ride, but they're all like metered taxis, so you'll pay well over the odds for it. So we always use Uber to go to uni, to go to the gym if I don't walk, to go just wherever we're going really. And with that, just a couple of things you have to be aware of. The first thing is quite funny. They insist on calling you to find out where you are, even though you've told them where you are on the app. And the problem is, we take 2 or 3 Ubers a day, and I've only spoken to one driver that can speak English. So yeah, that's quite funny when they call you and they start talking to you, and then you say, oh, English, they don't understand. But I realise what they're doing is they're trying to figure out asking you where are you, even though they're like 5 minutes away. They've not even found your location yet. You've made it quite clear you made it clear on your booking where you are. Like, I don't need to speak to you. So one of the things I've done is I've got a standard message in Vietnamese that I just send them and just say, Uber, come in, please come, something along those lines, and then generally they will come. The other thing that I've noticed though is sometimes the addresses don't make sense here. So we live on quite a small little street and nobody ever seems to be able to find it, and the address doesn't seem to make sense. So when you get in the Uber, you have to point out to them, like on the map, just show them where you live to make it very clear, like show them where you want to go, because we've had a couple of occasions where they've got completely lost, gone massively like out of the way, and then try to charge us like triple what we should have been charged. And having an argument with somebody in Vietnamese who's talking to you in Vietnamese when you're talking in English is quite difficult. But if you sort of stand your ground, again, I use Google Translate, and I'll say to them, like, you went the wrong way. You've gone to, I put the right location on Uber, blah blah blah. We've never, when they've tried to overcharge us, we've always got it back down to what we were supposed to be paid. But I feel very safe here actually. You can walk around in the evening and it's okay. Everything seems to shut really early, so people aren't really around that late at night. When I walk home from the gym sometimes at 9 o'clock, like, it's absolutely fine. I'm walking down main roads. It's pretty busy. So the most dangerous thing is just trying to cross the road. And that's it. Just crossing the road is the most dangerous thing. So yes, you have those ways of travelling around Hanoi. Definitely Uber is cheap. Like, it's about a 15-minute drive to university for us. The most we've paid is 70,000 dong, which to people here that's quite a lot of money. They would say that's expensive, but for us that's actually only a couple of pounds, so it's really not that expensive in our money. Certainly wouldn't get a taxi that cheap back home, so yeah, it's good in that sense. So yeah, I would recommend using Uber if you come over here and you want to travel around. It's the first one. We are in Vietnam. We've been here a couple of weeks, pretty settled, and kind of just living here like we would at home, really, but discovering new things every day, which I love. And yeah, we're going away for a few days this weekend. Hopefully it's going to be okay. There's like the worst storm ever that's hitting Vietnam at the moment, although it's not really affecting us in Hanoi. It's a bit windy at the moment, so I don't know how that's going to affect things over the weekend, but we're going away for the weekend, and we're going to it's like a big tourist area, but we're going with some Vietnamese people. We're going to have a meal at somebody's house there in the village, like a traditional meal, which will be really cool. And we're going to be walking up some mountains and things like that. So we're going to get lots of stuff for the vlog for that. And that'll be the next one. So hopefully I'll be up in the next week. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.